Stream Elements says, Alzheimer is now live. Streaming Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, MSFS 2024 free flight destination and corresponding flights.
Boarding requested.
Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
All aircraft be advised information Bravo now current, QNH1011.
Cabin crew, boarding is now complete. Any remaining ground crew, please leave the aircraft.
Speedbird 4409, at gate X-ray 4. Request pushback and engine start.
Speedbird 4409, the Gold Ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest.
Pushback approved. Face northwest. Speedbird 4409.
Hello, Captain. Oui, il y a un ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass inverted.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check. Recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth.
Faites parking brake.
Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take a life jacket from under your seat. Remove from the pouch and put it over your head. Pass the tails
Cockpit to
around your
ground.
waist and
We have a
pin
good engine
together.
start.
You can disconnect.
Strapped.
Air 370, rampe Golf 1 0 taxi via Gélus 6, kilo 6.
When outside,
Hold short runway 0 ligne right.
if it fails to inflate or needs topping,
Rampe Golf 1 0 via Gélus 6, kilo 6.
light and
Hold short runway 0 ligne right. Air 370.
assist you with life jackets for children. Your tray table must now be stowed.
Air
armor
370,
down,
cross runway 0 ligne right, Alpha 3.
Unlocking
Continue taxi via kilo 6, Québec 2, Québec Bravo 4, Bravo, Foxtrot, Golf 1. Cross runway 0 ligne right, Alpha 3. Continue taxi via kilo 6, Québec 2, Québec Bravo 4, Bravo, Foxtrot, Golf 1, Air 370.
left is clear. Right is clear.
Speedbird 4409, ready to taxi to the active.
Speedbird 4409, runway 0 ligne right taxi via Alpha, Mike, Bravo Mike 5, Bravo, Bravo Delta 2, Delta 2.
Runway 09, a right taxi via Alpha, Mike, Bravo Mike 5, Bravo, Bravo Delta 2, Delta 2. Speedbird 4409.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff.
Speedbird 318, get Charlie si taxi via Gélus 6, kilo 6. Hold short runway 0 ligne right.
Gate Charlie 6 via Zulu 6, Kilo 6. Hold short runway 09 right, Speedbird 318.
Speedbird 318, cross runway 0 ligne right, Alpha 3. Continue taxi via kilo 6, Québec 2, Québec Bravo 4, Bravo, Foxtrot, Foxtrot November 5, Papa 1.
Cross runway 09 right at Alpha 3. Continue taxi via Kilo 6, Quebec 2, Quebec Bravo 4, Bravo, Foxtrot, Foxtrot November 5, Papa 1, Speedbird 318.
Speedbird 4409. Contact Ghost Tower 11 Nini decimal 25.
Over to Tower 119.25. Speedbird 4409.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard your flight tonight. British Airways Speedbird 449 on route from LFPG Charles de Gaulle in Paris to EGCC Manchester, England. We hope you enjoy this quick flight. It should be about an hour and a half aboard our Phoenix A320. And we don't expect anything rough in terms of weather, maybe a little overcast in Manchester. We'll be approaching Manchester on runway 23 right via the Ilvo M approach from the north side of the runway, the airport. Sit back and enjoy your flight.
Speedbird 4409. Ready for departure. Runway 09 right.
Speedbird 4409, the Ghost Tower, wind 150 at 11, runway 0 Nini right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 09 right. Cleared for takeoff. Speedbird 4409.
Cabin crew, prepare for departure. Thrust to flex. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
Speedbird 4409, reset transpondé. Squawk 5130.
Squawk 5130. Speedbird 4409.
Laps. terrain activated.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened whilst the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end.
Speedbird 4409. Contact de Gaulle departure 124 decimal 355.
In just a few moments, we will
Contact de Gaulle departure 124.355. Speedbird 4409.
Clock administered.
De Gaulle departure. Speedbird 4409. Good afternoon. Flight level 076.
Speedbird 4409, de Gaulle departure, identifié, climb to flight level 100.
Climb to flight level 100. Speedbird 4409.
Speedbird 4409, contact Paris control 118 decimal 05.
Contact Paris control 118.05. Speedbird 4409.
Let's zoom in on the
Paris
Volanta
control.
cab.
Speedbird 4409. Good afternoon. Flight level 099er.
Lufthansa 62 Yankee, Paris control. Expect specified Alpha, runway 25 right. Expect später 5 Alpha, runway 25 right, Lufthansa 62 Yankee. Speedbird 4409, Paris control, radar contact, climb to flight level 200.
Climb to flight level 200. Speedbird 4409.
Air France 470 Heavy, contact range control 128.3.
Contact winds control 128.3, Air France 470 Heavy. Have a good afternoon.
I hate when that happens.
Lufthansa 62 Yankee, contact Paris control 126.475. Have a good afternoon. Center on 126.475, Lufthansa 62 Yankee. Speedbird 4409, contact Paris control 125.7.
Contact Paris control 125.7. Speedbird 4409. Paris control. Speedbird 4409.
Ooh, that's a good
Crossing
slushy.
flight level 153 for flight level 200.
Let's have a look at the landing plan here while this is all going on.
Speedbird 4409, Paris control, identifié.
Identifié.
Air France 34 Zulu November, contact Paris control 11.825.
Contact Paris control 11 minidecimal 825. Air France 34 Zulu November.
Top of descent after elbows. Right there.
Vueling du 37 Bravo Mike, contact Paris control 118.05.
And we'll be making a
Contact Paris control
right turn.
118.05. Vueling 37 Bravo Mike, have a good afternoon.
Control, Air France 97 Quebec Papa, descending via Rongo 9er Echo,
At
flight level
MCT.
134.
Air France 97 Québec Papa, Paris contrôle, identifié. Air France 97 Québec Papa, contact de Gaulle approach 1-2
Actually flying over the airport, it looks like. Right turn, then we'll be looping left and then back
Air France
in.
97 Quebec Papa.
Easy C324, contact Paris control 1-2 Contact Paris control 126.475, easy 6324.
We're going to pass the airport, go up and around, come back and then back down. Interesting approach. Interesting approach.
Iberia 590, contact
looking
Paris
pretty
control
good tonight.
118.05. Contact Paris control 118.05, Iberia 590.
No wing freaky distortions like on the PMDG.
Volopé à 2797, contact Paris control 118.05. Centeron 118.05, volopé à 2797.
Dim the lighting a little bit. I don't know if we actually did set up our lighting. Let's have a lookie. Let's have a lookie on the overhead. What did we do? We didn't do everything. We did okay, except for takeoff. We're gonna set up landing now. Landing's pretty bright. Let's take those off. Yes, cockpit doors open.
Speedbird 4409, contact Paris control 1-2.475, bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Contact Paris Control 126.475. Speedbird 4409.
Bye bye.
Paris Control. Speedbird 4409. Flight level 201.
Speedbird 4409, Paris control, radar contact.
Bye bye.
Paris control, Europe 77 Foxtrot Hotel, flight level 230.
Hop 77 Foxtrot Hotel, Paris control, identified. 1 Alpha Lima. Contact Rotterdam approach 131.155.
Let's adjust the volant.cam here. I guess that's our flight path. Here's elbows. Make a right turn.
Line 7 Yankee Golf.
To
Contact Paris
Manchester.
Control 118.05.
And up and around. Back down.
05, Berliner 7 Yankee Golf. Bye bye.
Traffic Control, Air France 1610, flight level 367.
We're not going to vector with the
Paris
ATC
Control,
tonight.
identified.
FYI. No vectoring tonight.
Lufthansa 62 Yankee. Contact Brussels Control 125.0. Contact Brussels Control 125.0. Lufthansa 62 Yankee. Easy 6324. Contact Paris Control 119.825. Contact Paris Control 119.825. Easy 6324. Have a good afternoon.
Right. Good job, Bob. You follow me? I got up and he followed me. He's a following kind of guy. This will be a quick flight tonight. There's England off in the distance. England. England. I think we're coming in somewhere over Dover. I'm not exactly sure. I take that back. It's Sandy. I'll be crossing over Sandy. I keep on bumping my $800 Apple Watch. That's the eastern coast of England. England.
Paris Center, French Coast 4408 is passing 10 south of 200 climbing flight level 340.
French Post 4408.
Oh, we've got quite a ways to go.
QNH 1008. Radar contact. Continue to Nervo.
We're still on De Gaulle radio. Getting ready to cross the channel. The lovely Misty. Slushy. Very slushy. I think we can set our altitudes now. I never did set the standard. Our ILS will be at 3,500. And so we'll set it for 33 to be safe. 34 is adequate, but we'll set it for 33. Where did that come from, you ask? Where did that come from? Well, it came from decision, from ILS entry. Not decision altitude, but it came from right here. Let's zoom in on it. This is the glide slope. And of course we have a decision altitude of 449 feet. The runway height is 249 feet. So 200 feet above that would be our decision altitude. So DA would be somewhere in here.
Speedbird 4409. Contact London Control 118.475.
This is the altitude to capture ILS, but really we want to be
Contact
below
London
that.
Control 118.475. Speedbird 4409.
Want to be at about 3,300.
London Control.
Capture that
Speedbird
perfectly.
4409. Flight level 201.
Speedbird 4409. London
Okay, good.
Control.
And this, of course, would be the Elbows approach. We're going to come in like this, make a right turn, come up the same route as if we were going to land, make a looping turn like this and around, and then back down into the ILS and down. So it's up, across, over, around, and down. Interesting approach, but that's a pretty standard approach, the Elevos approach on Manchester. Everything's looking good here. We never did actually do our flight control test, but I could see that it was working. We want to go through the systems. What is this? Okay, we have a disco there. Let's go back to flight plan. Make sure there's no disco. Top of descent after Elevos, TNT, Quishi, Dane, decelerate, turn at MCT, turn at CF23R, come around, CF23R, FF23R, that's our ILS entry into the runway. Alright, now we are on Volanta tonight, so we'll be taking a look at our landing specs. We can actually come over here and track our performance. So we have 138 miles at top of descent. If we really want to, we can come over here and let's go through the system. We'll go all. Engine oil and pressures. Bleed air. All in the green. Cabin pressure, good. Electricity. BAT 1, BAT 2. Gen 1, Gen 2.
World Express 2219er Heavy. Climb.
Hydraulics all good.
5,000. Boeing Lima Delta
Fuel.
Hotel contact parasite
Nothing in the center tanks.
6.475. Good day.
11,400 pounds on board. Now it's 380.
Good afternoon. London
See
Control.
the change.
Cambrian Golf November. Descending via LDAX 1 Victor. Flight level 181.
Looks like it's coming off of the inner tanks first.
Contact Gatwick approach 129.025.
APU is off.
Contact Gatwick approach 129.025.
Of course, we can turn it on.
324.
AC, cockpit, forward and aft.
World Express
Cambrian Golf November. London Control. Identify.
Doors all secure. Wheels all tucked in nicely.
Climb and maintain flight level tree
Pressure.
60. World Express 2219er Heavy.
Flight controls. Let's go back. What are we looking at? APU. Let's go ahead and put the APU on at this point. And of course we can follow that. If I can get this to settle in. Here's our APU numbers right there.
Cambrian Golf November. Descend to 4,000 feet. QNH1003.
Descend to 4,000 feet. QNH1003.
Could we see that functioning if we went outside? Probably. Maybe not. That's where we'd see it. I think we're over Mario Dangland, home of the corrupt BBC. Let's see if we're ready to take it over into, yeah, let's go to EGCC. And we'll call approach, not yet. Not yet. We're not ready for descent. So we got like 100 miles. 100 miles.
Vueling 5 X-ray Golf. Contact Manchester Director 121.355.
Alright, about 100 miles of descent.
Contact Manchester Director 121.355. Vueling 5 X-ray Golf.
Everything is tracking nicely tonight. See, there we are. There's our plan. The purple line is our intended route. And here we are at 20,000 feet. See, it says my active flight. There's some other airports. If I zoom out, we may be able to see some traffic. There's some traffic right there. He's not on Volanta apparently.
London Control, German Air Force 931 Heavy, flight level 410.
German Air Force 931 Heavy. London Control. Identified. 312. Contact Paris Control 126.475. Have a good afternoon. Center on 126.475. Speedbird 312. Have a good afternoon.
There's a flight going from JFK to Heathrow. There's one circling around to Heathrow. I don't know where he came from.
Romeo, London Control.
Pretty cool, we can see the other flights.
Runway 23 right.
Here's Finland Air, EGLL,
Runway 23
jump to
right. Ryanair 770 Romeo.
whoever that is. So he just left Heathrow. This guy's coming into Heathrow. A lot of traffic out of Heathrow tonight. That's pretty cool that we can see him. Those are other simulator guys. Pretty quiet on the chat tonight. I like it. If you're out there and you happen to stumble across my channel, feel free to drop in and say a word. Let's have a look at our ATIS in Manchester. Let's just look at it. Let's find out.
Manchester Airport Information Foxtrot 1751 Zulu. Wind 170 at 8, gust 20. Visibility 10 miles or more. 1900 broken.
Sky conditions.
Temperature 14.
Few clouds at 1800.
2.11.
Few clouds at 4800.
QNH
Few clouds at
0996.
13,800.
Ceiling
Temperature
1400
20.
broken.
Dew point
Landing
10.
runway 23 right.
QNH 1013.
Departing runway 23
Visual
left.
runway 28 in use.
Transition level
Landing and
060.
departing runway 28.
Numerous cranes in
VFR
operation
aircraft
around
stay direction
Manchester.
of flight. All
Advise on
aircraft
initial
leave back
contact.
full
You have
short
information.
Manchester Director. Speedbird 4409. Good afternoon. Flight level 201.
Speedbird 4409. Manchester Director departure. Descend to flight level 100.
Descend to flight level 100. Speedbird 4409.
Nah, we're not going to do that yet.
Bangladesh 207 Heavy. Descend to 5,000 feet.
Descent to 5,000 feet. Bangladesh 207 Heavy.
We're still 53 miles from our top of descent.
Bangladesh 207
And we're going to go with our own plan.
Heading 335. Descend to 4,000 feet.
Let's go to the approach monitor.
Turn left. Heading 335. Descent to 4,000 feet. Bangladesh 207 Heavy.
We can set this 4996. Temperature is 14. Wind to 170 at 8.
Bangladesh 207 Heavy. 4 miles from CF23R. Turn left. Heading 270. Maintain 3,500 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS runway 23 right.
Turn left. Heading to 70, 3,500 feet until established. Clear
Bangladesh. Yes. Make your purchase, get out and come back again. England, England. I think that's more like the approach like that. Heading is like 340. Really probably more like that.
Bangladesh 207 Heavy. Contact Manchester Tower 121.855.
Contact Tower 121.855. Bangladesh 207 Heavy.
Speedbird 4409, Manchester Director. Expect Elvos 1 Mike, runway 23 right. Speedbird 4409, Manchester Director. Expect Elvos 1
Fucking
Mike,
Newsom, what a
runway
moron.
23 right.
I'm watching stuff with... I can't... Oh my god. Newsom. Over here in the Socialist Republic of California. What a piece of shit that guy is. What a greasy piece of shit he is. Scamming, lying son of a bitch.
Speedbird 4409, Manchester Director.
Expect Elvos 1 Mike, runway 23 right. Speedbird 4409.
Speedbird 4409. Are we near top of descent? Yes, we are. Manchester Center, ready for descent, Speedbird 4409.
Speedbird 4409, roger. Stay new altitude.
Whoa.
Request flight level 100. Speedbird 4409.
Speedbird 4409, confirm new altitude flight level 100.
And here we go. A little bit early. Wow, really early. Yikes. What's this activate approach phase? Let's have a looky, see where we are here. Crunchy Japanese peanuts. Traffic 2,500 feet above us there. What's our speed? I wonder.
Vueling 5 X-ray Golf. Descend to 6,000 feet. Q and 809096.
Speed is good. A bit lower than we should be. He must be tired. I'm eating and he's not looking. Japanese Nishiyawa. Japanese Nishiyawa. Japanese. Product of Mexico. Cocktail peanuts. The hard outer shell. Now let's have a look here at Volanticam. Okay.
118.775. Have a good afternoon.
Center on 118.775. Speedbird 4409.
Ryanair 12 Victor Whiskey. London Control. Expect Ablin voor de Lema.
London
Runway
Control.
28 left.
Expect Ablin for Lima. Runway 28 left. Ryanair 12 Victor Whiskey.
Logan 8 Golf Papa. London Control. Expect radar vectors. Runway 21.
Radar vectors.
Expect radar vectors. Runway 21, Logan 8 Golf Papa.
Logan 678. Radar vectors. Runway 21. Report ready for descent.
Ryanair 9er 588.
Radar vectors. Runway 21, ready for descent. Logan 678.
Logan 678.
Let's get our landing lights on.
Landing runway 21.
Maintain present altitude, Ryanair 905.
Isle of Man, landing runway 21, Logan 678.
Logan 678, turn left, heading 300, vectors for the approach.
Turn left, heading 300, Logan 678.
Logan 678, contact 102 approach 135.905.
Contact Ronald's Way approach 135.905, Logan 678.
Ryanair 187 kilo, Ablin voor Lema, runway 28 left. Report ready for descent. Ablin for Lima, runway 28 left, ready for descent. Ryanair 187 kilo. Ryanair 187 kilo, descent to flight level 160.
Cabin crew must now...
Descent to flight level 160, Ryanair 187 kilo. London Control, Speedbird 4409, through flight level 125 for flight level 100 direct Seisha. Speedbird 4409, you were assigned flight level 200. We show you at flight level 096.
You're a fucking moron.
Climb to flight level 200.
I'm not climbing to 200. Eat shit and die.
Roger, climb to flight level 200. Speedbird 4409.
Manchester Tower, we are on descent. Speedbird 4409. We will not be climbing to flight level 200. End of story.
Speedbird 4409. Turn right, heading 0 to 0.
Turn right, heading 020.
Speedbird 4409. Manchester landing runway.
Manchester, landing runway 23 right. Speedbird 4409.
Speedbird 4409.
Contact Manchester Director 121.355. Speedbird
Wow, it's really freaking out.
4409.
Sun Express 3 November. Fly present heading.
The ATC does really bad on the approaches.
Treni present heading. Descent to flight level 080. Sun Express 6 November.
Manchester Director, Speedbird 4409. Flight level 089, we have Golf.
Speedbird 4409 Manchester Director. QN80996 expect radar vectors. Fly LS runway 23 right.
We'll not be doing radar vectors with you tonight.
QN80996
in 5 miles
expect radar vectors. Fly LS
needs
runway
to be
23
at
right. Speedbird 4409.
6,500.
Speedbird 4409. Turn right. Heading 110. Descend to 6,000 feet. QN80996. Vectors for the approach.
Turn right, Heading 110. Descend to 6,000 feet. QNH0996. Speedbird 4409.
I think we're right over Manchester. I heard him, but I didn't see him. Yeah, Manchester's to behind us and to the left. Get a good angle. Get a good angle of the dangle here. Our speed 210. We should be at 180. So let's get some speed brakes out. Speed brakes are out.
Speedbird 4409. Turn right. Heading 085.
No, we're not doing that.
Turn right. Heading 085. Speedbird 4409.
We are not doing that. You can kiss my ass.
Speedbird 4409. Contact Manchester Tower 121.855.
Over to Tower 121.855. Speedbird 4409.
Resuming own navigation, Speedbird 4409.
4409. ILS runway 23 right.
Speedbird for 409, Manchester Tower, wind 170 at 11, gusts 21, runway 23 right, cleared to land.
Runway 23 right, cleared to land. Speedbird 4409.
Remember, we want 3,300. Coming in. Should be on a slight right turn now. No, don't fuck with me now. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Why is it doing that? Come on now. should not have happened. Go gear down. We need to slow down. Ah, we have rain. No clue why autopilot disconnected there. And this is a stupid move. No clue why it does that. Flaps 2. Can you guys hear me crunching? No clue why it does that maneuver. Don't need to grab the localizer. Laps 3. Laps full. Gears down. Nine miles. We're a little bit high. Come on, get down. Yeah, we're taking over. Fucking fly-by-wire bullshit.
2,500. Speed, speed, speed. One thousand.
A little windy.
$500. $100 above. Minimum.
Flight slow.
50. 30. 20. Retard.
Wow. Too fast for that big gate. Can't wait to see this one.
Speedbird for 409. Exit right at Alpha Foxtrot.
All right, folks. Tough landing
Exit
here
right
at
Alpha Foxtrot.
Manchester
Speedbird
tonight.
4409.
A little windy and gusty. Tossing us around a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic
Speedbird
devices
for 409. Contact ground 118.6 tree.
may now be used. Please make sure
Ground
you take all your personal
118.63.
belongings with you.
Speedbird
Check your
4409.
underneath the seat and in the overhead lockers. Do take care opening the overhead lockers as items may have moved during flight. Smoking is not permitted.
Speedbird 4409. Request taxi to allocated gate.
Speedbird for 409. Gate 12 left taxi via Alpha Echo, Alpha Foxtrot, Alpha, Bravo, Delta, Charlie, Lima.
Gate 12 left via Alpha Echo, Alpha Foxtrot, Alpha, Bravo, Delta, Charlie, Lima. Speedbird 4409.
Greenstone 19 Echo. Contact Manchester Tower 119 decimal for 05.
Over to Tower 119 decimal for 05, Greenstone 19 Echo. Have a good afternoon.
Yes, I just warped there. That sucked. That wasn't that bad. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse, actually. Could have been a lot worse. Let's request a GPU. Let's get Chalks and Cohen's. Let's open left door. Let's open left door. Let's GSX toggle the jetway. We need to have this all shut down first, so let's go ahead and go to the overhead. Make sure that we have external power, then to the pedestal, and we'll shut off. Now we can go back to deboard, GSX. Let's get GSX to give us a jetway. Good. We can go to overhead. I'll kill the fuel pumps. Kill the APU. Seatbelt sign, no smoking sign off. Emergency lighting off.
The boarding requested.
I don't get it. It says it's open.
Easy 125 Echo, at gate 5, request pushback and engine start.
Easy 125 Echo, Manchester ground, pushback approved. Face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Easy 125 Echo.
Hold on to the handrails while walking down the stairs. Please ensure that you supervise your children, and for your own safety,
Wow,
do not
180. Up to the actually deboards. They're leaving. Motherfuckers are leaving. Get the fuck out of here. Should put this in daylight so we can see it. Hello.
Ryanair 70 Pupper Mike, gate 55 taxi via Alpha Foxtrot, Alpha, Bravo, Kilo, Juliet, Golf.
Gate 55 via Alpha Foxtrot.
Alpha.
Alpha.
Well, at least
Bravo,
GSX
Kilo,
is working.
Juliet, Golf. Ryanair 70 Papa Mike. Easy 125 Echo, taxi for departure.
Easy 125 Echo, runway 23 left taxi via Juliet Echo, Foxtrot, Foxtrot Zulu, Victor, Tango. Hold short runway 23 right.
Runway 23 left taxi via Juliet Echo, Foxtrot, Foxtrot Zulu, Victor, Tango. Hold short runway 23 right, easy 125 Echo.
Ryanair 78 Sierra Mike. At gate 51, request pushback.
Right. Let's start shutting stuff down.
Ryanair 78 Sierra Mike, Manchester ground, pushback approved. Face southwest.
Pushback approved. Face southwest. Ryanair 78 Sierra Mike.
Easy 125 Echo, cross runway 23 right at Foxtrot. Continue taxi via Foxtrot, Foxtrot Zulu, Victor, Tango.
Cross runway 23 right at Foxtrot. Continue taxi via Foxtrot, Foxtrot Zulu, Victor,
I think we can
Tango.
shut everything off.
Easy
I don't, no
125
need to have
Echo.
it on. What do you think, Misty? Oh, I don't know. Let's turn it all off. Okay. Funny how she looked at me while I talked to her. These Japanese cocktail peanuts are fucking addicting. I gotta put them away. Too much.
Ryanair 78 Sierra Mike. Request taxi.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Easy 125 Echo, contact Manchester Tower 119 decimal for 05.
Well, let's have a look at the bell.
119
Volante
decimal
count.
for 05, easy 125 Echo.
Ryanair 78 Sierra Mike, runway 23 left taxi via Hotel, Hotel Zulu, Victor, Tango. Hold short runway 23 right.
Runway 23 left taxi via Hotel. Hotel Zulu. Victor. Tango. Hold short runway 23
So
right.
we went
Ryanair
around,
78 Sierra Mike.
up, back down. We lost control right in here. Don't know why. Got back into it, came back down, made the normal turn, and then straight in for the landing. Let's see if we can find the touchdown over here somewhere. I think that's our touchdown spot right there. That's pretty far in. How do we do? Actually, not bad. Minus 308 feet per minute. It was a 20-degree knots, 20-degree wind. That's why we lost control. 20-degree wind at 170 coming from the south. And 1.03 Gs. That was pretty good. Actually, that's not bad considering we had complete manual control there. Not bad at all. I'll take it.
Ryanair 78 Sierra Mike, cross runway 23 right at Hotel. Continue taxi via Hotel, Hotel Zulu, Victor, Tango.
Cross runway 23 right at Hotel. Continue taxi via Hotel. Hotel Zulu. Victor. Tango.
Okay, kids, I hope you
Ryanair
enjoyed this
78
short
Sierra
flight
Mike.
from LFPG Paris Charles de Gaulle. It's
Ryanair
not
77
my
Sierra
dad.
Romeo, gate 51 taxi via Alpha Foxtrot, Alpha,
I don't have
Bravo,
license for
Kilo,
the monkey.
Juliet, Golf.
And
Gate 51
to Manchester EGCC.
Bravo, Kilo, Juliet, Golf,
Pretty quick,
Ryanair 77
hour and a half.
Sierra Romeo.
Decent landing for manual. We're not on autopilot. I'm finding that's happening a lot these days. Have turbulence set to normal, to real time on the simulators, so I'm still crunching, sorry. So the results are good. I'm not unhappy with that. We were a little bit high because of the autopilot mishap. And how many goddamn passengers are on this thing? This is a full boat. So we were heavy. We were heavy. But I'm pretty pleased with that. Minus 308.
Ryanair 78 Sierra Mike. Contact Manchester Tower 119 for 05.
Contact Tower 119.405, Ryanair 78 Sierra Mike. Bye-bye.
All aircraft be advised, information hotel now current. QNH 0998.
Crew deboarding starting.
Bye, girls. Misty and I will shut her down. I think they could do a little bit better with the AI girls. You guys need to step it up over there at GSX a little bit, you know. Step it up. Let's have the stews looking a little bit better than that. Okay. Crew is off.
Your crew has deboarded.
Thank you. Crew has deboarded. So we're going to go ahead and shut her all down, right, Misty? And we're going to call her a night. Thanks again for joining in tonight. If you're out there, if you see this stream later on, please like, share, follow, all that good stuff. Let's kill the batteries. Batteries done. External power off. Everything's now shut down. And we're going to exit. Deboarding completed. I guess we can't exit at this point. So Misty and I are just going to stay here. Alrighty. Good flight tonight. Should we do something else? I don't think so. I mean, we could. Let's try this real quick. It's nighttime there. I don't know. We'll have to reset this.
S20 XTR SS70 LOW Victor. Gate 111, request pushback and engine start.
That's easy for him to say. Let's do a quick little zoom around Manchester in the Black Hawk. We'll see how post-apocalyptic it looks for a couple of minutes before we sign off. Good results though on Volanta tonight. Pretty pleased. We can exit out of that. Let's exit out of BATC and Volanta. And for whatever reason, Volanta doesn't want to leave. Yeah, it's a little windy. Well, we have no landing capability. That's interesting. And a little jumpy.
Characteristic shading gas says, best viewers streambo.com, remove the space, at SXSNIO.
Manchester doesn't look too bad. It's not too apocalyptic. It's got a decent roadway system. Really flown around Manchester like this. A little warpage on the freeway there. A pretty nice little town, a quaint little place. I know if I get lower, it's going to get apocalyptic looking. Okay, freeze up. Nice. And crash to desk. Well, that seems like a good place to end this stream, folks. With a CTD. Gotta love it.